South Park's joining the Panderverse special absolutely blew up on social media, and for all of the right reasons. People are sick and tired of companies trying to pander to certain groups of people and taking beloved characters and completely changing them around to better push the message. But now it is being reported that Disney executives are butthurt over this special. I have a few different things that I want to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, follow me on social media, and consider supporting through Patreon or via YouTube memberships. So I'm going to be referencing this Bounding into Comics article. It says a new report claims that Disney executives were not happy about the most recent South Park special joining the Panderverse. Now, I have talked about this special a couple of times on the channel simply because it was gaining so much attention and so many people were talking about it, but it was absolutely hilarious. It took so many shots at Disney. It called out their pandering. It embarrassed Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger and just the company in general to the max. And it's really no surprise to hear that they are furious over this, that they are so upset, they are butthurt over this, because these are people that are constantly doing things that they think are correct, that they think are like almost noble of them, and just that, helps get the company to the point where they want it to be. Obviously, Kathleen Kennedy has completely killed Star Wars, and she has focused on the Force is female, which did not work. And of course, Bob Iger is the one who is greenlighting all of these projects in, the MCU, greenlighting all of the paychecks that go towards all of these different Star Wars shows. And of course, the Snow White, he is the one at the very top who is, accepting all of these ideas and ultimately greenlighting them. And I mean, these are two people who most of us dislike. Bob Iger, has been at the company for a very long time, don't get me wrong, but he clearly does not understand what it is that audiences want. Same with Kathleen Kennedy. But it says South Park joining the Panderverse released on Paramount Plus at the end of October and took a number of shots at the Walt Disney Company and heavily lampooned Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy. I have always said this, but if Kathleen Kennedy was to no longer be the president of Lucasfilm, I actually think that they could turn it around and get fans back. But unfortunately, a lot of damage has been done, and even if they got rid of her tomorrow, it would take years for them to fix the damage that she has done. But they have doubled and tripled down on her. It seems like she is here to stay, at least for now, and of course a lot of people do not like that. It says the episode also turned Kennedy into a meme, mocking her vision as a producer by repeating the same tired and failed formula. Specifically, Eric Cartman as Kathleen Kennedy informs the Disney board how to make their movies: put a chick in it, make her lame, and make her gay, which is kind of, I mean, let's be honest, the formula that everyone at Disney is going for. All of these writers, producers, and just creatives in general follow this formula that has not proven successful so far. But it says following the release of the episode, Midnight's Edge reported on rumors they heard about the reactions at Disney were like. The channel's founder, Andre, states, "What we have heard is that the powers in Disney and Lucasfilm, like everyone else, knew the episode was coming, and they knew it was going to have a go at them, but they didn't know in advance in exactly which way. And what they saw allegedly went beyond anything they ever imagined than even their worst of nightmares." Now, this has been a rumor, but we're just hearing, more confirmations of these rumors. We're hearing more sources say that this is kind of the reaction that creatives at Disney, specifically Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger, had. It says, though, the behind-the-scenes response then at Disney was a mix of shock, embarrassment, feelings of betrayal, and overall butthurt. Now, I can't really say I feel that bad for them because I don't like Bob Iger, I don't like Kathleen Kennedy, I don't really like anyone at Disney, and unfortunately, they have taken so many beloved franchises and characters and completely twisted them around and butchered them. So I don't really care if they feel like like their feelings are a little bit hurt because, yes, at the end of the day, these companies and these people at the company are pandering. They deserve to be embarrassed for the things that they have done to our entertainment. They are making projects that nobody really wants. They are trying to appeal to a small group of people that don't actually really care about their content and clearly are not showing up to watch all of the, all of the woke pieces that they are releasing. It says there apparently were some lines of communication between Disney and Paramount over the course of the weekend, but from what I gather, very little constructive came out of it, as apparently many in Disney's end were a tad emotional, especially the true believers of the woke cause, as South Park just gave it a black eye. There are many people at this company that must believe in the message and the cause that they are creating this content under, or else there would not be this much focus on the narratives, the message. It also says, from everything we've heard, Miss Kennedy is quite the piece of work. She takes everything personally, and she allegedly reacts with anger, lashing out sometimes through intermediaries. People have said this for a long time, that she does get very personally offended when people criticize her and criticize her work and just her vision for projects. We even heard that when it came to Dial of Destiny, she was very bothered that it did not do that good at the box office as well as they were expecting. And these rumors have been around for quite a few years, but it is kind of funny to imagine her being so upset that an episode of South Park criticized her. It says this description of Kennedy appears to be confirmed by the former Mandalorian actress Gina Carano, who shared a bit of satire to X detailing her behavior. She wrote, "This is the part where Kathleen Kennedy demands any YouTubers get censored off of YouTube for sharing and laughing at this hilarious episode. She'll have YouTube disable the thumbs down option because of the ratio she'll receive. Then she'll have her publicist schools make sure Variety and Hollywood Reporter run hit pieces about the South Park creators and their families smearing their names." Yeah, I think that it is hilarious to hear that apparently people at Disney were so personally offended by this special joining the Panderverse. I watched it. I personally thought that it was absolutely hilarious, and it really did hit home with so many people, which is why it went completely viral, why so many people are talking about it, and it was very positively reviewed and yeah, positively received, except for the people at Disney who are very bothered that these creatives would dare to take shots at them. But yes, apparently Disney execs are reportedly extremely butthurt over joining the Panderverse special, and I think that that is absolutely hilarious. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and of course found it important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.